Hello, business law class. My name is Reve, and this is my video reflection for this week. So this week we read the textbooks about crime and the Constitution. So for the first question that asks, what was the most important concept you learned this week and what specifically changed or got more complicated in how you understood it? I guess I relearned this, but the Constitution chapter of the textbook kind of felt like a big refresher from last year when I was in AP Government, and that was a class I really enjoyed, so I got to sort of relearn a lot of the things that I learned about, like the specific articles and clauses in the Constitution and how it separates the powers and what powers it grants to the government. So that was cool to relearn, I guess. And something pretty stupid that I just realized like fairly recently is I guess I was confused by US senators and state senators. I don't know if I like missed this day in AP Government or something and I never bothered to look it up again, but I was filling out this scholarship thing, and then it was asking me in one of the questions like who's your local senator, and then it says like don't put like Alex Padilla and some other senator from our state of California. And then I was like, okay, so what is the difference really? Like, why does it say not to say that? And then it wasn't until someone told me. They were like, yeah, well, they're both called like the Senate, the state Senate, and the US Senate. And I was like, oh my god, I can't believe I didn't know that. So that's kind of something that we should all know, but it took me quite a long time to figure out, so I was kind of confused about that bicameral legislature. So that's pretty interesting because we have it in our state as well as the entirety of the United States. So that's something I learned from the textbook, and it's helpful to know in real life. So, and then the next question is, what genuinely surprised you and why did it catch you off guard? I don't know if anything surprised me or if anything caught me off guard. I feel like this was kind of maybe a boring chapter. Maybe just the crime and what it has to do with businesses, actually on this exercises portion, it asks you to discuss how a corporation should be punished for committing a crime, or like a business in general. So it made me think sort of how businesses are liable when crimes happen at their establishments and how employees might be punished. So I guess that doesn't really catch me surprised, but nothing really did, so I'm just going to talk about what it made me think. So it made me think further about how employees can be liable for things even though it can be counted as like the business who may be at fault as well. I wonder if that fault would ever be passed down to the employees, or would the business just be liable and not the employees? Like, for example, if I work at a restaurant and then I serve a minor alcohol, but I really thought that they were old enough and they weren't underage, then would that be on the business or would that be on me? Like, what if I didn't check actually? So I wonder who that fault would lie on. And for the last question, a question I still have. A question I still have. I was actually pretty interested in the question A, the ban the box thing. I kind of felt like kind of felt bad that I said like, oh, I wouldn't want to hire a criminal, but honestly, I wouldn't. I mean, that's just me. But personally, I wouldn't want to hire a criminal and have them working at my business and like personally working with them. But my question would be how people reacted to the Fair Chance Act, or how employers and public opinion still is on